Look, we've grown with it. Where I know people are generally afraid or paranoid to express who they really are. I've seen people who are pre-Christians, you know, he's behind a school block blowing some tongues. When someone is coming, then he stops praying. Because he's shy that you will see him blowing tongues, kabo, kabo, kabo. A society where, you know, I've seen students where they are reading their Bible. Seniors are coming, you hide because they will teach that you are Krifi. So gradually society seems to be.
My name is Arnold Asamabidu. I'm here with my brothers.
Halifax and Sado.
And on my right is... How are you guys doing?
Cool.
Cool.
Very cool.
Cool.
Excellent.
How's your week been thus far, Safo?
Cool. Still. Managing.
Halitoto.
Arnold Creamy.
Oh my God. There was a big issue about Wesley Girls, religious freedom and the rule of law, where some persons of Islamic background have sued the school for prohibiting Muslim students from praying and fasting. Halifax, have you followed the case?
Yes, I followed it partly.
Okay.
Partly.
When you first heard or you read about it, what was your initial reaction to such a matter?
I got scared.
Okay.
I got scared and I asked myself, why Wesley Girls again?
Okay.
There are hundreds of mission schools in this country. So why Wesley Girls again? The other time it was the same way that students were prevented from fasting during the month of Ramadan.
Yeah.
It became an issue and then it became political and then somewhere. So I was like, why Wesley Girls again? But why am I scared? I'm scared because I know we are playing with fire. Okay. And then we've also left it for public commentary, including people who do not know what exactly they are saying. If you check the West African sub-region currently, many of the conflicts going on are religious based. I don't want to mention the names of specific countries in the West African region. Okay, so anytime it now becomes a religious issue where the Christian Council of Ghana, the Catholic Bishops' Conference have taken entrenched positions. Bang, this is it. You can't say because governments are assisting the mission schools, there is a takeover, won't tolerate that. And then you find others are taking one side and no, it's their constitutional right. Let's not merge it, bro. And then, not as if these two sides are discussing it in private, but we've left it on social media and everything. Yeah. There are people who border on the fringes of lunacy. And they could easily take over and start to spread all sorts of hate and all sorts of whatnot. But beyond all these things, Arnold, I'm also very saddened as a human being.
Why?
Arnold, in the year 2025, we are still fighting among ourselves on how to pray. Is it through Allah, through Jesus Christ? In this day and age, haven't we grown that it is one God, one supreme being? When our blondest son is Jerusalem, some long time ago, Jerusalem, where were we? Christians, Jews, Muslims living together as one. Didn't we hear Alpha Blondy's song? Many. We are still feeling that no, it's a mission school. I attended a mission school myself. I went to St. Thomas Aquinas. I left Aquinas in the year 2000. I was there from 1997 to 2000. A Catholic boys' school. They had a group called the Aquinas Muslim Students Association, AMSA. They had a prayer place in the school. It's behind Arts 1, Form 1, A1, A2, near Free Flash. That is where they were respected then. There's one student association within a Catholic school. Nobody forced them to become a Catholic. So I feel, yes, it's a mission school. The debate out there is making it sound as if they are imposing Islam on them. No. But there are basic things you can tolerate. If they want to fast, let them fast.
Yeah.
If they want to
want to wear hijab, they should be allowed to wear the hijab.
Those are even gray areas. Okay, but getting some corner to kneel and do Bismillah Rahman Rahim, what is wrong with that?
Yeah, but don't you also believe that once you open the gates to one president, you allow
to one right, then
exactly.
Okay, this is what I rather believe. Once you become entrenched, intolerable of one, you will now be challenged, and then they get it as a right.
Okay.
There is a precedent. Do you know that because of that court ruling between Tyrone Magai, the other one, and Achimota, any Rastafarian kid now cannot be forced to barb the hair?
Because there's been a precedent.
So if Tyrone Magai was allowed to keep his hair on constitutional rights as against school regulations, and the argument was religion,
Yeah.
Bosu.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it not the same argument playing out here?
Same, like not the same, but similar.
No, where the demand is on religious rights.
Yeah.
If a Muslim student goes to a mission school and says, no, I won't respect what you do, I won't attend mass, that is a different ballgame, and now we are being disruptive. But if he says, I'll respect all your rules, but when it gets to my turn to fast, please let me fast.
Okay. Now you've raised a very important point, which I'll throw to you. The fact that the Muslim student is agreeing to abide by all the rules, but he's also calling for his own rules to go by.
Their own rights.
Their own rules or rights.
Religion.
Which one precedes the other?
When
When you get into a certain environment, are you supposed to obey their rules and regulations, or you are supposed to go with your own rules and say, okay, these are your rules, but let me also do this? I mean, how does it tally?
once you are in the territory of Ghana, once you are a Ghanaian, there is a supreme law that guides you.
That's the Constitution.
And the Constitution guarantees freedom of religion.
Okay.
So wherever you go, and somebody wants to impose his religion on you, or his rules, any rule at all, first and foremost, cross-check with
The Constitution.
If it goes against the Constitution, then it's a bogus law.
Okay.
You understand? So here we have these Muslim students who are in a Christian school. First and foremost,
Funded or founded by
funded and
a
founded
church.
by a church. Fine. But it's in Ghana. And it's being run under the regulations
laws of Ghana, of the land.
Ghana Education Service, under the Ministry of Education, which is also under the government of Ghana. So every rule or regulation that the school will set up should be in consonance with the Constitution.
The Constitution.
So you can't say that somebody cannot come here because he's a Muslim. No. If it's your private school, fine. That one you can say that no, you will not agree. But once it's a government institution, come on, every Ghanaian, and it's based on that the Rastafarian won that case. So I don't expect Wegehe to still hold on to this. And my disappointment is first and foremost to the Christian Council, if it is true
For
that
the
they've also
release.
jumped on
Yeah.
to give this release to support what Wegehe is doing. Is it hypocrisy?
Okay.
their
Where's
part
from
as
where from the
Christians?
hypocrisy?
Because let's go to the Bible. Acts chapter 10. I'll take
Preach,
you to
preach,
You say?
preach.
Yeah, Acts chapter 10, verse 9. That is where Peter, the apostle, saw a vessel coming from the heavens, and in it are all manner of meats.
Yeah, animals.
Yes. And he said, oh, I'm not supposed to touch it. And the angel told him in a dream that no, all these have been cleaned by the blood of Jesus Christ. So what do?
You eat them.
You eat them. It was a vision. It was not literally for him to eat. But at that time, a Gentile was coming. And he said, preach to him. You understand?
Okay.
So he accepted the Gentile. He preached to him and the person became a Christian. Show them love. You don't discriminate. Even Peter, the same Peter, when he cut the ear of the soldier, what did Jesus do? He just put it back and told Peter, put the sword down. So if Christians, the person that you are following, is embracing everybody, how much more you who you are preaching love, and you are telling somebody that he cannot practice his religion? Where is Palmer
Bako.
I don't know his position. His title.
He's part of the Catholic.
No, I mean the title.
Metropolitan Archbishop. I
Yeah.
think now of
Sorry
of
if I'm not adding the
Central
title
is-
because
yeah.
yeah. But where is he? He's always with the chief imam. What is wrong with that? I've just seen a picture recently of a presidential candidate who went to a certain community to preach, to propagate his message, and he invited some delegates there. There were Muslims among them. The thing happened in the Christian church, and it was time for prayer. The Muslims gathered in the church and they prayed in the church. The church gave them space and they prayed there. Even that, they allowed it. So who are you? In all this, I suspect there is somebody in the school who is misbehaving, quote unquote, misbehaving.
Okay, but Halifax and then Socrates. So, a few days ago, the Attorney General also chimed in into the controversy. And I'm reading from City Newsroom. Dr. Dominic Ayine, right, Halifax. Attorney General and Minister for Justice has responded to a legal challenge over the religious rules at Wesley Girls Senior High School. The case filed in December 2024 by lawyer Shafiq Osman claims that the school restricts Muslim students from wearing hijab, fasting during Ramadan, and practicing other aspects of their faith. In his response, the AG rejected the claim, saying that Wesley Girls Senior High School, which is run by the Methodist Church of Ghana, has the right to uphold its Methodist values. The AG explained that the school can establish rules based on its religious identity, even if these rules limit how students of other faiths express their belief. What do you think of the Attorney General's stance?
Well, I think what the Attorney General, my response to that was what the Minister for Education, the Honorable
Haruna Idrisu,
said on the floor of Parliament.
There is some ongoing debate on restrictions on Muslim students in Wesley Girls, which conflicts with international human rights standards and even standard expected of us in Ghana's constitution and Article 33(5) and 26(1) of the constitution. And then to assure our colleagues that we have a duty to uphold the rights of every Ghanaian child and to uphold the rights of every Ghanaian citizen. No right is divisible, and that we will not countenance any action by any person to deny any Ghanaian girl the opportunity to profess or practice any religion.
With the greatest of respect, I'm not sure the Attorney General was talking law and what the Constitution says.
Okay.
If indeed his argument is that, well, faith-based schools have the right to operate, even if what they are doing, faith-based schools that are publicly funded, like this government-assisted faith-based, and even if their regulation flouts on people's constitutional rights, it's no. On the 25th, Tuesday, November, right?
Yeah.
The Minister of Education was on the floor of Parliament, and he addressed the same issue, and he quoted portions of the Constitution, which says that you cannot, no person or individual should deny someone a person's religious rights.
Yeah.
No, let us get a difference. It is not as if Muslim students have gone to Christian mission schools and want to impose on the school what they should do and what they should not do. They're only saying that, look, we are within your space. When it is time for us to pray, we will pray without affecting your school hours. You know they can bank the prayers. So we are not saying every 30 minutes, let's just go and pray. We'll pray without affecting. When it's time for us to fast, don't force us to come to dining hall because we are fasting. Arnold, as I said from the beginning, there are a lot of mission schools in this country. This thing is happening. There are schools, mission schools in this country where during Ramadan and boarding schools, they keep the children of the Muslim students aside. They give them fruits. They give them other stuffs as an incentive. Why we gay?
Let me ask a question. So, before you enroll to that institution,
Yes.
you are very much privy to the fact that they have rules and regulations.
Facts.
So, why would you go into that institution bearing in mind that they have a set of rules that they abide by? why would you go there and not
Who-
abide?
who-
Hold on.
Why would you go?
I am going there to abide by all their rules.
But you want to introduce yours.
I have not introduced any rules. Okay,
so
hold on. Are you saying that the right for me to pray is the rule?
Wait.
Are you saying the right for me to fast is the? I didn't say fast with me. I say I will fast. I won't eat. Is it? What is? I didn't say come and fast with me. I didn't say build me a mosque. I say in my free time, I want to kneel down and pray 5 minutes. Do you know that some of the schools are actually asking students to spy on their Muslim students when they pray, come and report to us?
Oh, really?
Wow.
That is where we are reaching, Arnold. What if suddenly Muslim-based schools also say that, okay, when it is Ramadan, we won't cook. Because Muslims are not supposed to eat during Ramadan. So when it's Ramadan, we won't cook at all. We will give you your breakfast at 4 a.m. and then wait till 6 p.m. But when it is there, they cook for the Christian students. And no, I went to Aquinas. I just went to Pope John at this school. There are several mission schools, Christians, Muslims coexisting peacefully, no problem. About 90% of the mission schools. So we should ask ourselves, why a particular school? And in any case, in answering your question, dicto sensu, then withdraw government funding entirely. Let us know it is a private seminary. Then when I can't come to your seminary and say, I want to do Islamic prayers in your seminary.
Okay.
You get what I mean? But once it is government assisted, government fund, you can't choose and pick. And not let us address where the issue is before it becomes a religious matter. The last time we said we are building a cathedral for God.
Yeah.
A Christian cathedral. You do remember, one of the people that raised money to pay for the fund was the national chief imam himself, a Muslim, the head, saying, look, let us pay money for the Christians to build their cathedral. That is a type of
harmonization.
Culture we are raising. If it works, you see, what they are doing now, and the way we are all taking sides, it will split us rather than continue the harmony we've created among ourselves already.
Okay, so General, this case is at the Supreme Court. That's our highest platform when it comes to our judiciary.
Okay.
What you believe the Supreme Court will tell towards Constitution? Because I mean that's what is the bedrock of the judiciary system.
Like I've said before, any case that goes to court, I am happy. Instead of we fight over it.
Yeah.
And like Halifax has said, this is a very delicate case that if we don't manage well, can escalate and turn into something that we cannot control.
Yeah.
I was making reference to TM Hamadiya School. There are a lot of Christians who went to that school.
Okay.
They didn't complain. They even have an SU in that school.
That's a scripture union.
Scripture union in that school. Was it a problem?
Okay.
So I believe, and I side with Halifax, to say that there is something that we need to unravel. Who is insisting on these students going by a certain rule? There is somebody there.
Are they not supposed to? Like you come, this studio is my studio.
Yes.
And I've set some rules in this studio.
Yes.
Are you telling me that it is wrong for me to instill certain parameters in my own studio? Like if you are coming, remove your slip-on or your shoes at the entrance.
It's not wrong.
If you come in here, sit here. Are you telling me that because my rules are not in tandem with the Constitution?
This is your private room.
Okay.
You can decide. You understand?
Yeah,
but when you are in a government institution,
it's not. It's
the school is
funded by government.
Yes,
but it was not founded by government.
Not founded, but how does government come in?
So because they are assisted by government.
Exactly. So now governments have a stake in it, and it comes in.
All what Socrates is saying is that it is possible for the mission schools to protect their mission objective, but still tolerate their Muslim constituency for them to also pray their prayers and fast their prayers.
And wear hijab.
If need be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, you asked what I expect the ruling to be. You know my position already. If it is constitution and it's religious rights, it supersedes any other. Let us also not forget the Christians too have rights in their schools. That is why they funded it. Yeah. If the argument were to be all of you should go and pray Ramadan prayers. I say, hey, babe. I say, look, pray or pray. I will come and pray with you. When I was in Aquinas, the Muslim students sang the hymn the loudest. It is true. They will sing the hymn the loudest. They will recite Hail Mary the loudest. But when it's time for them to do their prayer, we even remind them, you know, go pray.
Yeah.
And for some funny reason, although it was a boys' school, we didn't play with their mosque school. I don't know why. We just respected.
Yeah.
And they have their imam there.
No. I mean,
Among them as students, they have one who.
Yes, one who will lead the prayer.
Yeah.
And then they have an Islamic, a Muslim teacher as their patron, blah, blah. The only thing they didn't share with
a Muslim teacher.
Yes, as their patron. In the Catholic institution, the only thing they didn't share was the standard meats. They will bring small, that wasn't it. I mean, that was on the lighter note. Arnold, he asked a very relevant question. Let me see if I can take a bite on it. Arnold, the problem we are creating will not be solved by some 5, 7, or 9 men wearing wig and robes. No. It is a socio-religious problem. Let us conscientize the populace well. Because you see, their ruling may not do much if we do not say the narratives properly.
Yeah.
Then the next question I would say is that this community is largely Christian based.
True.
There shouldn't be a mosque waiting me at 5 a.m. to come and do Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Then the next thing they will say that, this Nima is largely Muslim based. The Christians are disturbed, they should move. That is where we are going.
But you see, let me ask, these Muslim students, how did they end up in the mission schools?
Oh, the same computerized selection. You choose
so the computer was not sensible or smart enough to discriminate, to know that, these are Muslims, so I'm not sending them to this school.
Yeah, because if they do that at that point, then anybody will get sued that the person says you pass.
But you are not allowed.
But I wouldn't allow you because you are a Muslim. So they know.
And is it not the same thing that the head mistress or whoever is at the school is doing now? By discriminating. When that the computer, a machine is sensible enough to know that this is a Ghanaian and not discriminating.
I don't think the narrative is about who is allowed into the school and who.
That is what it is.
No. He brought it in because you asked, since you also know it's a Christian school, what are you going to do there?
Yeah. So no, abide by their rules.
We are abiding.
He's not saying that don't do your
but
Christian.
He says do not do this. He said, I want to do.
You see, if I enter a school, remember this is not a fan club. I have the right to education as a child.
Definitely.
You have no right to deny me of my religion in my attempt to seek education, which is also my right.
Under the Constitution. The
Exactly.
also support that.
If the argument was that we will not do anything Christian in this school, then leave the school. But when you say they should come to your mass, they come.
Okay.
You say they should sing your Christian hymns, they sing. They are not saying give us your chapel to pray. Veranda on the corridor behind the classroom, in the library.
So in making my rules, I have just stated that I'm only doing prayers. Anything aside Christian prayer, I'm not tolerating it. And
you have no right to say that because it is my tax that funds you. And once my tax is funding you, the Constitution should control you. What is you won't tolerate? Even the Constitution tolerates. Then leave Ghana.
So let's listen to what the Deputy Presidential Spokesperson, Shamaima Muslim, also had to say on this matter. Shamaima Muslim has called for calm and dialogue in the ongoing national debate over religious rights in mission schools, warning that confrontational tones threaten to derail constructive engagement. That's Halifax stance.
Yeah.
Her comments come after the Supreme Court directed Wesley Girls Senior High School to officially respond to a suit filed by private legal practitioner Shafiq Osman, who alleges that the school prevents Muslim students from practicing aspects of their faith. In a reflection on her own experience as a Muslim student at Holy Child School, Shamaima Muslim said that inclusivity and progress are possible when institutions listen and evolve. In a Facebook post on Wednesday, November 26th, Shamaima Muslim said, "We can be authentic and still be progressive. When I first got to Holy Child School in 1995, I was told the school schedule wouldn't allow me to pray. I prayed anyway. And I attended all compulsory mass and participated in many school activities."
Good.
So she continues. Years later, my cousin became the first ever Muslim head girl, Rahat Mumen. Today, Holy Child has a Muslim teacher patron for the Muslim girls.
Wow.
No, there are no 5 times daily congregational prayers, but they pray and they fast during Ramadan. So here is where Halifa's point comes in strong.
Exactly.
The tone of the current debate is worrying. We must all recognize that no one wins if we don't allow cool heads to prevail in this matter and choose confrontation instead of dialogue. Emphasizing national unity, she reminded the public that we are first and foremost Ghanaians before anything else.
So
basically, I think it sums.
Yeah.
I agree with
So
her.
why
in total.
is I want to hear from Palmer Bakal.
Why
no,
Palmer Bakal?
because you know what,
He
he's part
doesn't
of
speak for the Catholic Church.
You know what?
He wouldn't go against what the Catholic
Exactly.
bishops have said.
And
No,
even if he doesn't
you see, it gets to a point. It gets to a point where cool heads must lead or be heard to calm
So,
situations.
I
Because
agree.
before this letter will come out, I believe
I-
he will have seen it. And this is somebody who is always with the chief imam preaching unity. And this is the time
Yeah, but
we must see you. It's
yeah,
not
but
when,
relax.
look, in times of war, that's where we see people who preach peace.
Yeah, but
not at
he's
peace
part
time.
of a certain sect. Or
This is where you
grouping.
know. Wait,
No,
now
if the
there is a
grouping
problem.
If the grouping has taken a decision, how do you come out of the grouping and say, "Oh, media, I won't agree"?
No, it's not about individual issues now.
But he
It's
says-
no. The case at stake is not an individual thing. They
Yes.
are basing everything on religion.
Yeah, but as Halifax is saying, the grouping that he belongs to has already issued a statement. So
When they were going to issue the statement, we as lay people and lay people watching us.
Maybe they outvoted him. that's
Exactly.
all.
They outvoted him.
Maybe they outvoted him.
Yes.
No, but if they had voted him based on what?
so you
Based on
comply.
what?
Maybe there was a deadlock during the deliberation.
So
They said,
after
"Okay,
this,
let's vote."
will he be seen with the chief imam?
What
No,
has he
if
been saying?
the chief imam's religion is so quote unquote, I want a safe word to use. Give me one. You understand?
They've never. They've
Not being accepted in our
Certain circles.
circles. How then do we see you tomorrow with that same person working hand in hand, eating together, and let's
Well,
see
we
you
agree,
chip
but
chat?
Arnold, to me, my point is simple. If this peaceful coexistence,
Yeah.
I've shared my experience, I remember I shared the experience, happens in several Christian mission schools. Now, why Wege? If
Even-
it works
Why
at
are you
other
leaving?
places
Why are you leaving Muslim schools like TM Ahmadiyya?
where the Christian
Christians
so
also-
does it mean that one
Yeah.
day, if Wege decides to prepare pork, they will say Muslim students should eat the
By-
pork by,
by
force
force.
because you are in the school? Come on, bro. So you see, sometimes when you feel it is my right, when we test it in course, you realize that you've been exposed.
Yeah.
But I'm happy the way you are moderating it. The aim is to remind ourselves that actually we are one people.
Yeah.
The line you are taking
Dangerous.
can divide us.
Yeah.
It is not fruitful. It is not beneficial. I do not even see how a Muslim girl praying in a Christian mission school.
Affects the school. You know.
Exactly. Would it make her fail the exams? Would it make Jesus Christ not come tomorrow anymore? Would it prevent rapture from happening? What does he do? Bro.
Yeah, but there's something instructive he said that the same God.
So what is all
The
this?
hypocrisy. You see,
same
I didn't want to use that word, but the
It's the
hypocrisy
same
is my
with God.
is my problem here.
Or
The
is it-
hypocrisy.
is it
Yeah, that's my problem
the
here.
Christians or the mission schools are
Because here you are, love your neighbor as yourself. Jesus Christ loves everybody. Open your doors, invite them. Now here you are discriminating. Come on, please. And you sit with the chief imam and say the same God.
You always.
Yes, because we see them together. You understand? They always go there and preach about unity, the same God. We talk to them, and they will tell you they worship the same God.
On a serious note, I may be wrong, but that is my opinion. I think our Muslims are more tolerant of us than we tolerant of them.
That's a bit.
Okay, I agree with you, what you have said. I didn't say it.
nice.
You said it, and I agree with you.
Because they've been building several mosques here and there. When did you see any Christians that are going to donate?
Okay, so there was another. I saw another opinion that was shared by a Muslim, and he was
Individual.
individual. I mean, when issues come up like
Yes,
somebody
that
is allowed, that he believes the fault or the blame should be centered to the Muslims because of their refusal or inability to build more Muslim schools. And so if we had enough, I mean, they wouldn't bother taking their kids to mission schools
Okay.
and all that stuff.
I agree to an extent. So after they built more Islamic-based mission schools, should they treat the Christian population the same?
Well, so what
You get what I mean?
His point is, if Muslims build their own schools, they will be governed by their own set of rules.
I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah.
But in the absence of Muslim schools, enough Muslim schools, once there are Muslim taxpayers, and it is their taxes we use in funding the existing schools, give them what the Constitution says we should give them.
Yeah.
They are not imposing any new thing. No. They say, as for us, we want to fast this period. As for us, we want to pray this. What? I don't get it.
Okay, I want to ask a question. In all this, is it just about Muslims and Christians? How about atheists?
Well, the matter under contention is more about the...
Then, I know this case should be thrown away, because how about those who don't believe in anything?
That is why I said that.
And how about those who believe in their traditional religion?
It is not the 7 judges at the Supreme Court that will solve this problem. Look, we've grown with it. Where I know people are generally afraid or paranoid to express who they really are. I've seen people who are pre-Christians. You know, he's behind a school block blowing some tongues. When someone is coming, then he stops praying. Because he's shy that you will see him blowing tongues. Kabo, kabo, kabo. A society where, you know, I've seen students where they are reading their Bible. Seniors are coming, you hide because they will teach that you are Krifi. So gradually society seems to be, we do not encourage that inclusivity where you stand for what you believe in, and this is what I believe in. Either you tease me or not, this is it. It's many students today, even from Christians, will be shy to say in school that, oh, we do morning devotion in the house. It will be as if, morning devotion, you get what I mean? So it goes beyond, you know, don't fast or don't pray. As a society, our level of intolerance is reaching scary levels.
Yeah, so if I am Hare Krishna, can I go to the school?
That one day, we don't know about that. We know about Muslims and Christians. We'll be right back.